Hey everyone, and welcome back to Timeless. We're going to be running it back with Mono Black. This is a very similar build to last time, except I was really impressed with the interactions between Necrodominance and Sheoldred, so I decided to max out on copies of Sheoldred and go all the way up to 3 copies of Necrodominance. In order to make room for this, I went ahead and cut 1 Orcish Bowmasters, and I also got rid of the Tithing Blade. Tithing Blade is a card that really disappointed me, and I don't think it's good in the current meta because a lot of the creature decks are creating tokens, and they have little creatures that you don't care about to go ahead and sacrifice to this. This is not like nearly as strong as something like Sheoldred's Edict, but we were playing it for the Devotion Pip before. But other than that, we still do have most of our devotion giving cards, as well as another triple devotion pip card to hopefully help with our Nykthos game plan. So let's run it back in some games and see how it does. All right, game one, we are going to be up against a Nihilist. On the play, we have a hand that disrupts them. However, this hand does not do much. I think since we are a 7 Necropotence list, I think we're supposed to mulligan 2 Necropotences unless we know we have cards that are going to be good against the opponent. That's a Necropotence right there, so let's go ahead and keep. We don't need both copies. We can go ahead and put one back, and we can play a Hopeless Nightmare to hopefully slow them down a little bit. What the heck? Oh, Treasure's Greed. I saw someone else playing this card. This is an interesting one. Yeah, it's cool. Okay. What are we doing? We're doing energy nonsense. Probably Extraction Specialist overall the best card, so we can go ahead and take that, and then next turn we can like march the Guide of Souls or the Ocelot Pride. It seems pretty good to me. Because if we just march one of these, they're just gonna bring it right back, right? That kind of defeats the point. So let's just go ahead and get rid of that 3-drop that will give them the recursion, and then next turn we can go ahead and take out the little kitty cat. Now, we do unfortunately need another colored mana for our Necro. Hopefully it does show up. If it doesn't, we could just spend our 3 mana on marching, and it's not the end of the world. So right here, we could pitch cast here to prevent them from making tokens, but I don't want to get rid of my Necro. Oh, we could pitch cast here, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and overpay and gain some extra life. I'm thinking, because I think I want to get rid of this Ocelot Pride, right? Instead of getting rid of the Guide of Souls. Let's go ahead and wait until their turn. I think I'm definitely going to, like, overpay for this here. Just gain some life. Oh, there's a very funny monkey. I think we can let that hit us. There's not very many good hits for them. And then I would like to hit the Ocelot Pride here. Hopefully they put the counters into that. Oh no, they don't put counters into anything. Interesting. Go ahead and get rid of that Leyline of the Void. We will hit the Ocelot Pride here. Or do we even want to hit that? We can just hit the Funny Monkey. What's the lose condition? How bad of a hit could it be with Funny Monkey? If they hit a Thoughtseize, it's really bad for us. That's 3 hits. If they hit Hopeless Nightmare, that's also really bad. That's actually a few hits that are bad. And they could also hit something like a TT, a Bowmaster's, Dark Ritual that would be annoying, but not game ending. Yeah, so let's get rid of that Funny Monkey. They're going to fight back. Swords in response, so I don't gain life. Cool. Alright, so let's find some black mana here. We did not. Okay. Let's go ahead and instead of Thought Seizing them and perhaps missing, we're just going to Hopeless Nightmare and Scry. Unfortunately, we're getting to the point where we are very low on life. We're going to have some trouble here. Yeah, those aren't enough right now. Sunken Citadel needs to be an untapped black source to help us out. Okay, Bowmaster, so we can hit this Ocelot Pride. Sure, why not? Instantly swords, yep. Yeah, we're really running out of time here. I just don't think we have time, actually. There's an Extraction Specialist. Yeah, we can go ahead and give it up. We're not going to have enough life to recover from this. So here, let's go ahead and do the classic side we're playing against them. The Meat Hooks, the Trespasser's Curse, which is secret tech. Do not tell anyone. It's a secret. And then we take out some Nightmares too, I believe, because they have a lot of redundancy on their deck. Just a random discard one is not really going to help us. All right, we're going to on the play for game 2. We have the Necrodom, the Trespasser's Curse, but not the mana, so we're going to have to send it back. Here we have another non-functional mana hand. We're going to have to send it back. Okay. Sure. We can go ahead and keep this. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have the devotion to actually activate the Nykthos, and I want to keep 3 black lands, right? So I think we're going to actually put the Nykthos back. Might as well keep Hive over Swamp in that case, then. And we'll keep March just as removal. I'm going to be happy to just shoot a Kitty Cat or a Ragavan on curve here. Oh, I should have played Sunken tapped first turn. My bad. We're just going to go ahead and Necro here, though. Go ahead and do this. There's an argument to maybe play the Swamp instead so that we can March. But here, I think I'm just going to want to draw... I want to Necro first. I'll overdraw by 1 card. And then next turn we can overdraw by a shit ton with a March in our hand. Trespasser's Curse, Secret Tech. Alright, the Secret Tech is here. We can get rid of a tapped land here. Font of Agonies, more Secret Tech. We got all the good tech here. Hey, no taking my tech. What tech are they going to take? Like, which technology are they scared of right now? Are they scared of the curse? Are they scared of the font? Are they scared of Gary? They're scared of a March. Okay. So we do get to play the technology against them, which is nice. Okay, they're not going to play creatures. That's good for me. So here, I think I actually feel pretty comfortable just, like, spending all my stuff. You are cursed, and then I will go ahead and pay 4 life to draw up to 7. And then we will go ahead and put 4 blood counters on our Font of Agonies. Oh shit. This might be good. Alright, 1, 2, blood counters, 3, and 4. Alright, nice. Alright, there's the funny monkey. He's coming dashed in. I will gain a life. Hehehe. Alright, what's this funny boy gonna hit? A Thoughtseize? He hit nothing. Oh, I wanted to draw that Nykthos. Okay. That's okay. Oh, I have one in my hand. Okay, that's a nice play. I was gonna ritual out the Gary here. Alright. That's fine. Okay, so our opponent still does not have creatures out, so I actually just don't want to overdraw because I'm not going to be able to pitch to March. So we're just going to draw 2 here. Oh, there's another Gary. That's nice. Wait, Orchid Phantom? Yep, that's a cool one. Yeah, you can go ahead and blow up my Hive. I will take a basic land card, thank you. I have plenty. It's quite good against my Nykthos and friends. So here, let's go ahead and hit this. We can get rid of the Leyline of the Void and the extra Necro in our hand and keep up 2 mana to Font. Actually, let's just go ahead and use the Font. I'm sure they're going to play Ragavan after this. And then we can March the Ragavan for over damage. Oh no, they're not. Okay, interesting. Alright, we're just chilling then. I might just play this Necro for devotion purposes. Undraw 1 card. Let's draw up to 7 again, and then I will March them whenever they play a creature. Yeah, let's just go ahead and march. Get rid of this ley line. Hit the Ragavan. We don't need to overdo it. Yep, they're going to shoot it back so I don't gain life. That's fine. I think we have a pretty solid chokehold on them, and no cute plays like that are going to get them back into the game. So we can play our land for Gary purposes, and then we can draw back up. I don't want to be dead to like double lightning bolt, actually, so we're not going to draw any more cards. Let's play around all these possible opponent win cons, right? We also have the counters on Font of Agonies. Alright, that's nice. I will take an extra mana here. I'll also take an extra life, huh? I'll take a basic. Masters. Blow up your thing. And then we get to play Gary for lethal. Slam it. Alright, that was the Font of Agony show right there. But our opponent did have a really slow draw. So this is the true test here, with Boros on the play against us. Alright, we are on the draw against Energy. Oh, double Nykthos. That's so awkward. But I see cards I kind of like. We're going to send it back. I think we have better hands. This is going to have to be one of them, right? Yeah, and we have the same awkward Nykthos problem where we can't cast our Necro with the Nykthos, so we're going to send Nykthos back, and then hopefully we draw it off of Necro pretty early. Alright, Guide of Souls. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to get rid of my Hopeless Nightmare to cast this. And let's just slow them down. That's the name of the game right now, just slow them down, because if we can get a Necro into play while we have more than like 10 life, we can win the game. Okay. Oh, there goes my Necro. It's going to cost 5 mana now. Ooh, 5 mana next turn, perhaps. They can dash in a Funny Monkey here, but I don't really care. Okay, Johnny, sure. They also get to flip their Invasion of, whatever this is. Invasion of Plane that I forget the name of. We could play a Trespasser's Curse, then we could also, like, Bowmaster down their Ajani, or try to Bowmaster down the Ajani, so they don't flip the Invasion. Because this is going to grow their board very, 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 very fast. Yeah, actually, let's play defensive for one turn. I'm going to bow... I could Dark Ritual and do both of these. I don't think that's necessary. We're going to Bowmaster the Ajani and defend this Invasion. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's a card. How do I feel about this? They have a red permanent. So I think I let that go through. And then we flash out the Bowmasters. And then we go ahead and have a Necro turn here. Ooh, double curse. Could be good. Let's have a Necro turn though. We don't have a way to immediately use our cards for profit, like a March, so we're not going to overdraw here. Just going to draw exactly 5. Happily put 5 cards into my hand. Ooh, another Brit? Interesting. They're mostly cards I don't want, though, these Necros. But we could, of course, pitch them to March, so we're going to put a stop on our next end step. I think that's what we're going to be doing. Yo, rare card! Let's go. Yeah, this is a cool one. You can give it a read if you haven't seen it. Our opponent will be flipping Invasion of Gobbledygook over here, so we'll let him do it. -5, buddy. Alright, I think... Okay, so they're tapped out of red mana, right? I believe the winning play right now is to go deep, and I mean deep on Necro. I think we draw 14 cards, and we pitch them all of the bad ones away to March. We're gonna have to hope we draw a March. I think going 14 cards deep to try and find a March is reasonable. What other outs do we have? And there's just other cards in our deck. I think we're definitely going to Ritual and then double Curse. That's straightforward. Question of what do we do next? Do we actually like draw 15 here? And try to win the game on end step? Or no? If we don't draw 15 here, what we could do is we could chump block, and then we would take 5 damage, 6 damage. We go very low. I think if we draw 14, it's the most likely path to victory. I think if we don't draw this many cards, we're just going to take too much damage, and we're not going to be able to have a big follow-up Necro turn. So let's go. Let's go as deep as we can go. I think we got to take our chance when they're tapped out of red here. Full control here. Unfortunately, we only have so many cards that we can hit, so there's a good chance we miss here, and then we're just dead. But if we're not just dead, we are going to be gaining lots of life. And we're going to be totally winning. And we're going to be able to keep the best possible cards in our hand. Let's see. We're looking for a March here. I don't think any other card does it. Oh, the Profane. Oh, there's a March. Perfect. So now let's march for a lot. Let's think about what cards we want to keep, actually. The only one we need to keep is the Sheoldred, right? Yeah, let's just get rid of everything else. So we're going to get rid of all these Necros. Actually, we would want the Necrodom with the Sheoldred. So we're going to get rid of 1 Necro, 2 Bowmasters, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll keep the Gary. 7 cards. We're going to pay X14 here. Get rid of that, 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 that. Actually, no, let's actually pay X18. We're going to get rid of the Sheoldred Necro as well, because they can turn off life gain. So we're going to get rid of everybody not named Gary here. Am I getting rid of the curse too? I think so, right? I think that's what I said. Yep, we're going to get rid of everything other than Gary. And we're going to gain lots of life. And we're going to point it at... We could point it at the Angel. Yeah, I think putting it at their life linker is the most logical thing. Whee! Oh, they gain hexproof on Light Shield Array? I didn't know that. Oh, dang. Yeah, I just shoot my own creature there. Okay. You win. Yeah, I didn't read the card. This isn't a super common card. Okay, so it's hexproof and indestructible on the backside. Okay, so there I was supposed to shoot my own Bowmaster token. I shoot this little 1/1 guy, and then I gain 18, I go to 19. And then I have an okay chance to win if I untap with Gary. The only problem is that I didn't, like, give myself much to work with here when I untapped. I wonder if I could have navigated that differently, other than obviously don't target their creature, target Orc instead. Because the thing is, if I target the Orc, I go to 19, then they hit me for a bunch of damage, their creatures grow again, and then I have to take more damage necroing. I'm not going to be able to gain more life. I don't know if I'm still winning at that point. Interesting. Yeah, we would knock them very, very low with this Gary. They would have lost 7. Would have gained some off of the Archangel. Alright. We have a slow Necrodominance hand here. I think this is not enough going second. I mean, we have Necrodom and Sheoldred. I'm going to go ahead and keep this and see if maybe this is enough going second. I fear it might not be, and a lot of decks are going to run us over. But if we don't get run over, we have Necrodom plus Sheoldred just naturally chilling in our hand. And it's very powerful. Who the heck starts with Mana Confluence? Sir, you gotta calm down. Okay, we're gonna get run over. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Double mana confluence? What are they cooking though? Oh, Ob Nixilis. I've heard people suggest this. It's pretty cool. They don't get it though, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and play out a swamp here. Unfortunately, we don't have triple black. This is like the third time this video that I've had to say, all right, Nykthos does not give us triple black, even though it is objectively super powerful in the deck. I don't think it's wrong to run 4 copies. It's just missing here, unfortunately. Scurry of Gremlins. All right, cool. Our opponent is Energy Gaming. Okay, yeah, I'm dead. Okay. Alright, we got scurried, unfortunately. Damn. March. We could march. A man could march, but we're dead anyway. Alright, they scurried. We will Trespasser's Curse in response. And then pull out this stuff. And run it back. Oh, right. We will be going first this time. We have removal. We have the ability to cast the Necrodominance. We have the technology. Let's do it. Then we'll have to think of our sequencing, whether we want to snap off March on turn 2 or if we want to wait until turn 4 after we cast Necro and after we have extra mana floating around. Ooh, Esperone. Okay. Yeah, that's a card. That's there. You played it. I will play Hive and then pass the turn. If they play a bunch more X1s, I will Hive next turn. Oh, that's all you kept? Okay. I'm gonna filibuster one more turn. I prefer them to not draw out of this situation by drawing more cards. Okay. Stamp Raptor, you got it. And a Bowmaster. Okay, yep, I'm gonna Meat Hook on one here. Cleaned it up. Great, and then we can go ahead and pay for the Esper Sentinel tax. Ooh, we can even Sheoldred first. Interesting. I think we'll do that next turn. Let's clean up the board first. I'll happily pay the 1. And I will take my 4 life. Thank you. Ooh, Marionette. I like this version of the deck that they have going with Ob Nixilis. It's cool. Ob Nixilis Marionette. It's interesting. Alright, we can do Necrodom first, or I think what we should do is we should do Sheoldred first. And then we just go a little bit silly mode. So Sheoldred first. And then next turn we Necrodom if the Sheoldred stays around. And if it doesn't, we can just like cast a Gary. And just keep taking our time. I think this is a game where we definitely can take our time. They had a slow draw. And you know, the Meat Hook was quite literally a 3-for-1 that gained us 4 life. So hard to complain about that. And it's hard for them to recover from that too. Ob? Yep. That's fine. I gain a life.
I've conquered entire plains.
Interesting.
One city will be easy.
Alright, then we go 1/1 double.
Oh, I have a job for you.
Interesting. So I'm thinking about marching an Ob here. And then next turn we Necrodom. We're gonna have so many cards. I'm just gonna hit the climb here.
Defy me, and you'll lose everything.
Let's play this Necrodom. Top of my end step. Let's draw. How many cards do we want to draw, guys? Draw 10, right? Oh my god. Alright, so Dark Ritual. Bowmasters. Let's get rid of this guy. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot the other Ob with the March. We get to keep 5 cards. So it's going to keep March, Gary, extra Sheoldred, DT, and another Gary. That seems pretty good to me. So that means we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 8. 1, 2, keeping these. 3, 4. Get this. And then we discard the lands. Actually, maybe we should keep the Nykthos. Yeah, we don't need an extra Sheoldred if we have Nykthos, because then we'll just cast 2 Garys. We also DT for an extra Sheoldred. We're gonna just go for lethal next turn with the Garys. This thing is so cool. It is fun when it goes off, though sometimes it's a little clunky to get it there. Alright, that's fine. You can play all the silly creatures you want. We're just gonna double Gary you next turn. You got it. Bowmasters hits my Bowmasters. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Fine. Take the damage. I'm at 39. For this. I'll happily take 7 mana. Yeah, they're out of here. Okay, game 3, run it back. Okay, look at that. We are going second, but we do have Dark Ritual Necro turn 1. You gotta love it when you see it. We also have the option to double Dark Ritual, Bowmasters their 1-drop, and play Necro, which is like so BM, so please play a kitty cat. I think we're gonna do it anyway, because I just want to draw a bajillion cards. No, actually. I don't want to do that, because next turn I might want to Dark Ritual out a Sheoldred, or some other card. So let's go ahead and overdraw just a little bit here, because I'm happy to discard this Leyline. Draw 4. We'll overdraw by 2. We'll discard Leyline and whatever the worst card is. Ooh, Font. Font of Agonies, ladies and gentlemen, is here. We'll get rid of 2 Leylines. Nykthos is ready to cook and make some mana. Alright, how we feeling, opponent? We're feeling like playing an Amped Raptor and casting a 3-drop. Bombardment, that's a sweet one. Is it going to be enough for them? Let's see. I think what we're going to do here is we're actually going to just Dark Ritual out the Necrodom. Oh, actually, wait, that's a huge non-bow. I was going to say it seems like a non-bow, but it's a huge non-bow. Because it's going to lower our hand size. Because I wanted to just take advantage of Nykthos mana. Yeah, I don't think I want to play that just for Nykthos mana. So I'm going to play this Font here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and draw 4 again. Opponent reading my card. It's a new one, I know. Well, a very old one from Ravnica. This is a sick tech, though. Gotta say. Maybe we should main deck, like, 1 copy of this. It is such sweet tech. I don't know if my opponent's a big fan of my tech. Right, we're just drawing 4. We're not going to overdraw by too much. Right, get a man step here. And then we'll discard whatever's the worst. Meat Hook? Cool. I want our Dark Ritual Meat Hook next turn. That sounds sweet. Looks like we're discarding a Leyline so far. Ooh, March is good. Oh, maybe I should have held full control in case I drew a March. I don't think I would solo March that Amped Raptor. I think I'm more interested in just meat hooking on my next turn. Mythos is adding 4 mana right now, so we're going to have access to 4 mana without Dark Ritual. Even more with Dark Ritual. Alright, yep, that is another card that just gets cleanly answered by the meat hook. Oh no, they're gonna let me do it again, opponent. We had this exact same board state with these exact creatures last game. Okay. So the only problem for me is that they can Goblin Bombard all of them in response, which is a little problematic. So I have an idea here. Do I have an idea here? No, I think we're unfortunately going to be taking a lot of damage here. Oh, man. Goblin Bombardment's a tough one because, yeah, because my opponent can just prevent me from gaining life off of March of Wretched Sorrow. That's really tough. I'll do this. We're definitely going to X=1 this. I think I'm also going to Dark Ritual so that I can Bowmasters as well. So let's pay here. That is a tough situation. They have most of my life gain on lockdown here. =1 here. Hopefully they don't know that they could sack in response. Nah, they know. This is tough. And I can't just march in response, because they would just sacrifice whatever. This is tough. This is really tough. I think we just lose to this Goblin Bombardment, right? I'm trying to think about how we don't. Because, like, the thing is, if they play a future creature, they can always just ping my Bowmasters, so I can't even march my own Bowmasters. I need, like, the Sheoldred Necrodominance interaction to get me out of this, maybe. Or maybe just top deck a Gary. The problem is I can't really draw too much here. Because I'm dead to Bolt as it is. I think we're going to put ourselves dead to Bolt. Draw 2. Oh, do I draw a 3rd? What am I supposed to do, guys? I think we stop at 3. And then we drew 2 duds, unfortunately. But at least we can pay a big X with mana on March, so maybe there's hope. But this is tough. If they can just play 3 creatures, they can ping me to death. Ob? Ugh. Okay. Oh, we can March Ob. Wait, this is huge. This is huge for us.
You work for me now, runt.
This is actually huge, right? Yeah. Everyone calm down. This is huge. Just kill a Planeswalker? No, just creatures. Dang, what happened to Fire Design, guys? I thought I was supposed to get all upside on my cards. 8 mana, which is X=7. Get rid of the Necro. X=9. Get rid of the Dominance as well. I think we can get rid of the Dominance as well for X=11. Alright, dope. Let's drop to 7. I did not believe we actually got out of that situation. Whoa, that was a tricky one. I'll hold full control here and I'll just draw 7. I don't want to be too overzealous with the draws. So that's 3 extra, 4 extra, 5 extra. Do 1 more. So we'll drop to 8 cards in hand, and then we just discard this Sunken Citadel or whatever junky land card we draw. So many counters on the font. So we actually have to win from here, which, believe it or not, is not easy. It's doable with a Meat Hook Massacre in play, but oof, this Goblin Bombardment card is giving me nightmares. We're not attacking here. I don't want to be dead. We're not going to win through combat damage. I got to keep blockers back. Ooh, another Meat Hook. It's not that good when they have a bombardment in play, but it's something at least. Alright, let's get rid of a tap land here. Even though this is technically a tapped soul land, we have enough mana. God, stop it. Stop playing good cards that can maybe get you back into the game. I don't think Nightmare is going to be enough for them here. I also get a lot of Meat Hook pings. I'll get to drain them for one, or not drain them. I will get to gain one every time that they bring something back, but they're going to get Bowmasters back here. They're going to ping my Bowmasters with this. They're going to ping my token with the other thing. So it'll be a little annoying here. I do get to gain some life. But, like, they're definitely cooking here. It's just every time that they sack something, I gain a life, which is very useful. Unfortunately, we don't have a clean march set up. To think about this. Where's my Trespasser's Curse? That's the gamer card. And now they get Esperone back. I might just Meat Hook again, just make him clear the board. Oh, we should play Leyline. I'm such a dingus egg. Yeah, we can just play this. Yeah, dingus, just play Leyline. It's so funny. I'm gonna hardcast a Leyline and it's gonna be good. I totally forgot, like, this is a card that has text on it when it's in my hand. Yep, they get Amps Raptor back. That's totally cool. I think we're gonna Leyline of the Void and then Meat Hook for one. And then that should hopefully get this game on lockdown. Look at all this mana we got. Leyline? So they get to keep this Esper Sentinel and this Ob that's in their graveyard, notably, but once these cards die, they're gone forever. And they can just sack them to Bombardment, which I'm sure they will. It's just that, like, if they sack it for one damage face, I will gain one life, so it doesn't really do anything. Notably, we have 13 counters on our Font of Agonies, and this number will grow larger. Do have the ability to march, but we won't have a valid target for it, because they can always fizzle it with Bombardment. Oh, right, nothing oh, I didn't get my Meat Hook life. Shit. Oh, crap. Yeah, I didn't gain life with the Meat Hook. Do I want to draw cards then? I don't want to be dead to, like, double... I'm gonna draw one card. I don't want to be dead to common combinations of cards, right? I don't think I want to go below 5, because then that's just a bolt and a ping. Oh, a curse. Okay, I end a Sheoldred. We're not drawing cards, but we can always just shoot Sheoldred with March, and it'll work. Oh my god, Scurry of Gremlins. No, wait, they have enough mana for this. Wait, am I dead to Scurry of Gremlins? March. I cast March. And pitch this thing. Okay, we're not dead yet, believe it or not. Because I'm going to make them sack one. But ooh, we almost died to that. That is scary. I do gain the life off of this, FYI, because it's a token. But, like, yeah, we almost died there. We almost died. Okay, now we get to play Trespasser's Curse, though. And hopefully that locks it up. And we get to hold up mana for Font, so we're fine. We're fine at this point. This thing. We have the option to animate the hive. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're just going to play the curse and then take some counters off of our font. And hopefully we're stable. I really hope we're stable, guys. I don't think I'm even going to draw cards off of Necro. I'm too scared. Alright, go away. We're at 3. We are dead to bolt. Okay. Alright, I will be passing. I don't think I'm drawing cards. I mean, I'm dead to bolt regardless, right? And bombardment only does 1 damage per non-token creature, so I think I could draw exactly 1 and be safe. Another curse. Cool. And of course, every non-token creature they play is also going to get me some Trespasser's Curse value. We almost died to Scurry of Gremlins. Holy shit. A Johnny? Yep, yep. I will gain my Trespasser's Curse life.
Nothing can break our bond.
So our opponent can try flipping the Ajani by Goblin Bombardmenting the other thing. So I think what I should do is I should just Font of Agony shoot Ajani right now so that they don't get a chance to flip it. They get to ping me here, but it's better than them having a flipped Ajani Planeswalker. Yep, I will take the damage happily. And I will take my extra Trespasser's Curse damage. Getting some value out here. Getting our EV. And a Nightmare, yeah. You may Nightmare. What a ridiculous set of cards we have in play, though. What's going on, guys? We have some of the most busted cards in Magic history alongside some, like, absolutely unplayable bulk rares. Oh my god. Add some mana. I will curse you once again. Animate our land. So this is threatening a lethal attack here. Actually, should I just font? Yeah, I should just font right now. So like this does become a lethal attack if they don't have a removal spell. Of course they can Goblin Bombard me, but then I just gain the life back and then it's a lethal attack. Holy crap, I don't think we deserve to win that. We didn't deserve to win that one. Alright, we will be against Professor Vincent. We will be going second with Mono Black Gaming. Alright, and Mono Black Gaming has granted us a Necrodominance hand? Yeah, it's a Necrodominance hand that casts Bowmasters before the Necrodom. This is good enough to keep. Alright, ooh, I wanted to play a tap land to open up, but I think it's probably a good idea for me to throw the Thoughtseize in there. Yeah, against the Lurrus deck. No, against the Lurrus deck, I actually don't think it's too important for me to throw the Thoughtseize in there. Because we have to have a tap land at some point in our first 3 turns, right? So it's the question of, do I take turn 1 off, turn 2, or turn 3 off? And I think turn 2 Bowmasters into turn 3 Necro does let us win most often against a Lurrus deck. Instead, on turn 3, if we want to, what we could do is we could do Bowmasters turn 2, and then turn 3 do Thoughtseize plus extra Bowmasters double spell. Okay, so we got 3 energy gamers in a row this video. So if we win this, we get to say this deck's better than energy. I get to post it. I get to make a thumbnail, clickbait. Classic. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take out one of these Amp Raptors just by a little bit of time. And we do have the March to help out with the Necrodom, which is very nice. If we draw mana, I might actually wait until turn 4 to Necrodom just so that we can get a big March going. I will take 2. Alright, Amulet. Ooh, they got a nice slow draw. That's good. Anything to give me time. Okay, we drew a ley line. I do like, yeah, you know what? I like the idea of just playing Bowmaster number 2, clearing this blocker. Clearing the attacker, really, is what I'm concerned about. And then we're going to march. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Thoughtseize and the Ley Line, because they're useless cards to me. And then we're going to play Necrodom, and we're going to draw back up to 5. There's the Raggy Man. Not dashing it, because of the Bowmaster. Right, if they play a better card than Ragavan like a Johnny, I'll go ahead and march that. If not, we'll just march the Ragavan. Might even want to pitch the Gary. I'm thinking about it. Like what exactly we would want to keep. We might as well just gain max life, right? So we're not going to have 5 mana right away unless we naturally draw land for next turn. I actually think Deathrite is the new scariest card on their side of the board. Let's go ahead and gain 6 life here. Get rid of everything except Necrodom, and we're just going to slam that card. Don't slam it. Don't slam it. Oh, look who it is. I would like to draw 4 cards, dear opponent. Maybe draw 5. Maybe we overdraw by 1. Yeah, I think overdrawing by 1 is fine, just to make sure we hit that land drop for Sheoldred. And next turn we can overdraw by a bajillion. I will happily take 5 cards. Oh, Nykthos. Oh, it's my birthday. Okay, we don't need Necropotence to go on top of it, though with Nykthos it could be nice. I think I will take the extra Sheoldred, extra removal spell. Alright, we were being shot. That's fine. So next turn we're going to have access to 7 mana as it stands. So we can spend 4 on a Sheoldred and then at instant speed do whatever the heck we want. Sure. Yeah, you can clear my stuff out of the way, I don't mind. As long as those removal spells don't get pointed at Sheoldred, man, I really don't mind. It does lose us a devotion pip, notably. It's not the end of the world, we still have enough. And I think we're going to trade here and lose yet another devotion pip, but again, I'm fine with it. I really just need 4 mana next turn. 5 so that we can, like, Sheoldred and hold up March, maybe. Bowmaster hit my Bowmaster? You got it. Oh, that's going to be annoying. We're going to have a little difficulty drawing cards now off of our Necro. We'll just be careful. We'll draw 4 at a time, like a good citizen. We can also fell the Profane that Bowmasters. I think we're still pretty free to just draw 4 here. Drawing extra Sheoldreds too always makes me happy. Yep. 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 All going to me. All up top. We discard 2 cards. We can get rid of a Leyline and a Thoughtseize. We could use double Nykthos next turn for like a really, really explosive amount of mana. So we can like fell the Profane and then Gary. Or maybe other way around. Hopefully they don't remove my Sheoldred. Like, that's their win condition right now, removing Sheoldred. I know I could play another, but it would slow me down on tempo quite a bit to do that. It also gets rid of some of my devotion, so I can't be explosive with Nykthos. I put it, they were attempting to cook, but they might not have enough. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take 5. Not enough. Alright, let's go ahead, add 5 mana. Ray Merchant coming out. Legend roll. 7 mana. Get out of my way, Mr. Bowmasters. And I think we're pretty free to attack with the Sheoldred here. They don't have a Fatal Push off the treasure, otherwise they would have used it. So I'm just making them chump block, essentially. Clearing out their board. And then here on Insta, we draw a bunch of cards. How many's a bunch? Or do they have a Lightning Bolt 3 damage removal spell for Sheoldred? If they do, we can wait a turn. Okay, nope, they just have Bowmasters. Okay. I will not compromise the integrity of my Sheoldred. They're going to shoot me, okay. I will draw 2 here, just so that my Sheoldred doesn't die. Alright, we have some potential lethals coming up, which are kind of funny. Like, we could do Hopeless Nightmare for 2 more, Shielded Drain for 2 more, Hive of the Eye Tyrant for the last 3. That would be pretty funny. Let's see what happens. Yeah, more amulets, that's more pings, more reach, but it's not going to be enough reach to kill us, not this turn. Especially with them all the way down at 4. Yep, there's a Ragavan. I get pinged 3 times. Yep, that's fine. They gain some energy. I think my opponent actually does have lethal here, but they might miss it. They have to fly in their Orc Army token. Actually, no, they don't. They run off in that case. They would be able to do 11 to me. Fly in the Orc Army for 10 and then attack with everything else. If they dashed the Ragavan, maybe they had lethal. I think they did miss it. I'm gonna take the... Oh, no run. I don't get a choice in taking the damage. They're gonna fly it. Okay. They will gain 1. They will go to 6. Alright, so here we're just gonna Hopeless Nightmare them. We're gonna start with Hopeless. You will discard that card, you will lose some life. I'm gonna add a bunch of mana and just scry just for the sake of it. Oh, oh right, I've had this interaction before. The scry doesn't work when your own graveyard is hated upon. Our opponent is gonna have to jump block a lot out here. I can exile whatever. So they do have to block everything and lose everything on their board, but the problem is they get to keep their Orc Army. Well, that's why we're gonna draw a lot of cards with Sheoldred, which we can't because we're at 2. So unfortunately, I think this game is done. I think we're done here. And we get to wrap it up. I get 1 draw here, technically. I may pay 1 life. Okay. And that will unfortunately be it. Maybe there were lines that I had that could have won. That was a difficult game to navigate, definitely. Energy is always going to be a difficult matchup. So let's get in All-Star Font of Agonies. And we're going to get it. All right. Game 2. We're going to be on the draw against the Energy Gamer. Triple Nykthos. You're going to do this to me? Is this hand functional, guys? I don't know. I think with triple Nykthos, this is essentially a mulligan to 5. Let's try to find a sideboard card and something a bit more functional. There we go. Turn 1 Necrodom with some sideboard cards. We'll take it. We can throw back Gary. He's a bit more late game. Do we want to turn 1 Necrodom? Yeah, of course we do. Hard to really say otherwise. It's a question of how much we overdraw. I don't think we should overdraw by too much here. Let's just pay 3. We can get rid of a extra Necro. And then we could think about just jamming a Trespasser's Curse on turn 2 and being all smug about it. I think that's pretty good. Play our Nykthos, getting ready to go off on a later turn. Play the Trespasser's Curse, attached to you. And then let's go ahead and draw 2. Keeping our hand full. Oh, and then we have the busted Sheoldred interaction for when we untap with Sunken Citadel. This is great. Hey, Trespasser's Curse, gonna do its thing. Oh no, no, don't Thoughtseize me, that's toxic. We had a Rule 0 conversation. We said no Thoughtseizes this game. Okay, fine. So they do get to take the Sheoldred, so we don't get the really busted interaction. And they get to add some mana here. Looks like they might with the Deathrite Shaman. Yep, yep. My Thoughtseize me again. Okay. Sure, I'll just draw more cards with Necrodom. They take my mass removal. Black, and honestly, I think on end step I'm down to March, so let's go ahead and overdraw a lot. Let's draw like 7 cards here. Oh, a lot of junk. A lot of junk in this trunk. So what do we want to do? Do we want to play Bowmasters? We could Dark Ritual, play out the Bowmasters. Yeah, I like this. Dark Ritual. Resolve. This thing. Bowmasters. And then we march. March pitching at least the Necro. So we'll pay X equals 4. Nice. And we don't even need to discard. Gary next turn and we start working towards a victory. Raptor, take a Trespasser's Curse damage, please. What a silly card. I can't believe this is working, by the way. It's not like I just had this idea and I haven't tried it yet. This is like the 5th time I've played Energy, and like it's been at least okay every time. It's not good enough when they have their nut draw when they're on the play, but like nothing is good enough against that, pretty much. Maybe a Toxic Deluge should be a little better, but hey, let me have fun, okay? You may not name Necrodominance. That is not how the card works. You may name Necropotence. Okay, they don't know how that works. Great Merchant. Gonna meet hook for 0. Actually, meet hook for 1? No, that would not be good. I was about to say I can kill my own Bowmaster tokens for the pings, but Necrodominance will actually exile it, so let's go for 0. Overdraw just a tad bit. And get rid of a random thing. And yeah, if my opponent plays 2 more creatures, they die. Isn't that fun? Sweet. All right, game 3. We're gonna run it back, same sideboard cards. All right, game 3 is get it. Got a Necrodom hand. We gotta wait to gain life. Oh, it's good. You're gonna have to take a turn off for tap mana eventually. I think that turn will be turn 2. We can turn 1 hopeless them. No, actually we can just wait until turn 2. No rush. Jamming this isn't gonna do anything. And if they play a funny monkey, I think I'm gonna want to shoot it here. Oh, okay, that's a good one against me. It is a good one. Actually, because of that, let's go ahead and play Swamp Hopeless here. Let's make sure we are casting 1 non-creature spell every single turn. And they get rid of a humble kitty cat. Okay. So it's just the question of, do we want to kill the Deathrite Shaman or the Guide of Souls? One of them, it's got to go. Question of which? I think Deathrite Shaman probably does more damage. Actually, Guide of Souls is a messed up card. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. We can go ahead and pitch this extra Necrodom. Get rid of it. And then next turn we play Necrodom, we draw a few cards, we Nykthos, we get a bajillion mana. We are stifled by this Deafening Silence a little bit. This is slowing us down, but I think we can overcome it with this hand that we have. Alright, my turn! I love it when it's my turn. Let's go ahead and play an untapped land, slam that Necrodominance, and hopefully there's not a Bowmaster to punish here. They do have to Bowmaster before I decide how many cards I draw, so I can just like decide not to draw any, which I might do. Yeah, I'll just take a turn. That's fine. I pass. I'm not drawing. I'm just going to shoot your Bowmaster with mine when I untap. It's fine. I will pay 0. We're going to shoot your Bowmaster next turn. Okay, Loris is going to hand. I'm going to go ahead and play a Nykthos. I'm going to keep these 2 lands up and just use my basic swamps to cast Bowmasters. So when I draw on my end step, I can maybe use the Nykthos mana to cast something fun. Go ahead and put a stopper here. I don't think I'm going to overdraw too much. I think I draw like 6 cards here. Draw 6? No, it's just 7. Tough to say. Right? Ooh, you got another Bowmaster? That would be tough. That would be very tough, to be honest. They gotta do it now. Yeah. They gotta do it before I decide how many cards I'm drawing. You got a Bowmasters? They do. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, well, we'll let this hit the battlefield and target something first. I'm gonna target my Bowmasters, of course. We're gonna add mana in response because we get more mana this way. I'm gonna scry and see what's on top. Oh, right, it doesn't work again. I'm such a dumbass. It's like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, bajillionth time I've done this. Unfortunately, I do have to draw some cards at some point, so let's go ahead and draw 5 here. Those are not 5 that I like. Maybe I should have waited? I don't know, guys. What do you think? What am I supposed to do in that situation? With a Bowmaster staring at me and no removal spell for it in hand. Ow. Ow. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay. Dang. If I could have untapped, maybe I could have drawn more cards with Necro. But no, with this thing attacking me, I am just dead. Well, GG's to our opponent. So we played Energy 3 times in this video, and we ended up going 1-2. However, I think it was like really close, really competitive in all of the games. And yeah, that's a decent showing if you can keep it competitive with like the #1 aggro deck that's really going to try to run you over. Maybe we could tweak the sideboard a little bit. Maybe Hopeless Nightmare is just a card and this could become something else. Maybe this becomes something else. We go back to 4 Bowmasters. Maybe we should play Toxic Deluge for the matchup. Maybe we could play Path to Peril as well, is another card that we could definitely play for the matchup. And I don't think I have too many more thoughts beyond last time. I'm just happy that we kept it competitive, at least, against those different energy decks. And I do think shell is decent. Do I think it's tier 1? No. Do I think it's tier 2? Maybe not even tier 2, but it's at least can go somewhere. There's some very powerful cards and some very powerful interactions in this deck. And I want to see people continue to work on this and continue to refine this list.